everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting "Go Blue." This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Longhorns will kick this deep to get us going. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So Michigan's offense is up first today. And here comes the tight end who's having such a great season. Kirk, you talk to opponents, and they always use the same phrase, matchup nightmare, this guy.
Well, what stands out to me with this guy is it's not very often, you're right, that defensive coordinators are most concerned about a tight end. But in this case, that is exactly what we're dealing with. This guy can hurt you in so many different ways.
Ball handed off. They bring him down right at the 20.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Warren. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
With the catch, it's Edwards. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Longhorns. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Here comes the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will have to kick it away on a punt now for the first time today. And the fair catch is made, but there's a flag down. So let's sort that out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will keep going here after that special teams penalty. First down, looking to throw the football. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking to make a play deep downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Lets it fly to the wideout. Fired into a tight window and picked off.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Down he goes, a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Grab behind the line, it's Spahn. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Stewart. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And they're finally able to stop him, but great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that's a big-time play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
He'll hand it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Contact as he threw it. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. They're back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. On the run, it's Edwards. Finding some room at the 25. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And there's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. Move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Give it to the back again. Running through the tackle. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. Longhorns will have to kick this away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. With the return, it's Stewart. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Now it's second down here. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Incomplete. Offense facing fourth down.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Oh, it's a reverse. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Morris. And he's brought down just short of the mark for him that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. With a takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. Back to pass. It's yours. Bringing pressure. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Can he make it to the marker? And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything, and they put together something here. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Warren. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the fair catch, signaled for and taken. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Caught on the outside, it's Baxter. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. A short completion of the tight end. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Oh, man, the rain ended up acting like an extra defender on this last play. The runner seemed like he was holding onto that football so tight for one moment and then watching it slip away the next.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Hard running through a tackle. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines are in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback's safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Caught over the middle. It's Bolden. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He'll take a deep shot here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. The pass rush closing in. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, linebackers, but here, the nose guard comes up with a sack.
Longhorns will have to punt this one away. On the return, it's Stewart. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Dropping back, it's Warren. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Grab down the middle. It's Golden. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Chris, I love how this defense is playing in the rain right now. No concern at all with the vertical shots downfield. They're attacking the offense, and here they get a turnover.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But this one is broken up because incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught near the sideline. It's Morris. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you...
It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Turner trying to create good field position. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
It's a quick grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And the returner will be brought down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Heading left after the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
One play moves the ball to the 48. Another 1st down coming up. The back's got it. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Warren. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
The offense does a good job of utilizing the play-action pass, sucking those linebackers up against the run to give the quarterback a nice window behind them to be able to make that throw downfield to the tight end.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the field goal unit coming on the field now.
Number 96 on the field goal.
And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And the tailback's got it again. Longhorns offense is on the move now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Great cut there. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Makes a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
He's going to hand this off. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to hit.
And the junior able to get home with the sack. He'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can.
He's got it with the left side for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way, and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. They begin to click now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Linebacker shifting around now. To the air, it's Ewers. He flips it to the back across the middle. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Fires it to the wideout. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
First down here for this offense. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Gets some space around the 30. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Oh, the running back. I think he might be frustrated. He had such a great gain, and somehow he gets pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I think he wanted to take that one all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. I don't blame him.
Motion now from the tight end. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this one is getting ugly.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
Automatic on the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Texas, 7.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field. It's Ewers. Grab made by the tight end.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense inbounds so they keep that clock moving.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he pulls in the catch. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
The Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
With the sack on first down, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
After consecutive losses, they need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to...
And he lofts one deep over the middle. Here's another interception. We're losing track. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. So that is a call to remember. The interception wiped away by a pass interference penalty. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. Back to pass. It's Ewers. And now another deep ball here. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll run it to the left. Finds room at the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Now, 3rd down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.